Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with mudlarking fine. Right, well here we are again, ready for another craft. And so, as per usual, I've got a vague idea of what I want to do. So, I don't know if you saw on the community tab, I think, or Facebook somewhere, I posted a little video, or even a short. I think I did a short, actually. And I sort of showed you my shelf and what I have to craft with. And I thought, you know what? I've had this for absolutely ages. It's like a lovely little glass ball thing. It has a base, so it will sit flat, and you could hang something off there if you wished. But it's lovely little glass, multicoloured glass thing. I thought I want to do something with that. So when I pulled it off the shelf, I thought, oh, I'll do a bird with it and make it into like a nest or something like that. And as it happened, when I pulled it off the shelf, this was sat inside it. This little white bird. So I thought, right, okay. That's a sign to do something with that. Right, so I thought, I want a magpie. So I'm going to try and turn that into a magpie. Okay. Right, then I thought, oh, you know me, that and a bird is not enough for me. So I chose a stand. So I chose that stand there. And then I also had this sanding stone that I found. I think I found it in a river, if I remember rightly. Sanding stone. I just put it on that to make the top of that a bit bigger. So I've pre-glued these because I need these to be strong. So these were glued with E6000. You know the score. E6000 dries brilliantly. So glued the stand to the grinding disc and then to this half a barrel base. I'm going to say it's half a circular base, nice and gnarly, nice and bumpy. Right, we'll have the flat bit to the back. Right, let's go down to the desk. So we've made our stand, simple as that. Just a two-step process. Find my stand, something on the top just to make it a bit wider, a bit more stable. So I had that grinding disc, and then on that I've glued this half barrel. Right, okay, so we've got a base. Now I'm thinking this will go on here. And the bird will go on there. So what I want to do first, I think, is paint this green, because this will be like grass, I suppose. So don't forget, obviously I am making this up as I go along. As you can see, I've moved me down to this corner down here, because when it was here, it was a little bit in the way. It was where that birdie was. Okay, and it was just a little bit in the way. Right, okay, so let's get some green. I've just picked this one up. It's just, I think I got it from the Works, actually. So if you're in England, UK, if you've got a Works, that's where that's from. Any acrylic paint would do, absolutely any. So hopefully there's enough in here. So we'll just paint this base green for a start. As per usual, I'm not going to go right up to the edge. It's just one of the things that I don't do a lot of the time. out this paint doesn't go very far on a bumpy surface. Okay, there you go. Green. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry it with my heat gun, and that should just take a couple of seconds. That's more or less dry now, so we'll put that to one side, and then I want to start on the bird. Right, so I want it to be a magpie. Let me just check. Let me see what magpies look like. I'll just Google on my phone a picture. Okay, black, the beaks are black. Okay, right, okay. Right, I don't need to paint it white, do, because it's already white. So we will just paint the black on it. If I can find some black paint on here. Right, just have a look for some black paint. Oh no, it's here. It's here. Okay, bit of black paint. Let me think how it's going to go. Right, black, 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 black. Okay. Right, I've just got some black on its face, which is okay because it does have a black head. Sorry. So the idea behind this is that a magpie, I know it collects shiny things, but it just collects lots of gems and treasures, doesn't it? So I'm thinking that it's going to build a nest of treasures in that glass thing. And so that was the idea behind that. That this magpie, yeah. I've been calling it a blackbird to myself all day. Yeah, this magpie has collected lots of gems in that glass ball. One second, right. Tell you what, I'm going to dry that so that I can handle it a bit easier. That easy, just get your heat gun. That's it, just so that I can, if I handle it, I don't spread it everywhere. Right, I definitely want under there doing. Okay. Right, let's do a wing. I'm not quite sure where the black goes on the belly, but I know it goes on the wings, so if we do the wings first, and then I can just re-look at the picture again and see. I can see some black on there that needs redoing. I'm just going to give that a dry so that I can hold. Oh man, I'll just turn it around. Just turn it around that way. Okay, let's just dry that and then relook at the picture. Okay, quick blast with that and it's a lot drier. Right, I'm just going to send this black bit here a bit more down the front. See, it doesn't have to be absolutely accurate, not important, but we'll do our best to get it similar. Okay, right, I'll just touch up any little white bits I can see. Okay, I'm just going to give that one quick blast with the heat gun. Don't forget, buy yourself one, they save you minutes if not hours sometimes of waiting for things to dry. Heat gun. So we have, ouch, that's hot, I just tried it. We have our little magpie, there we go, little magpie. You need some eyes, obviously. It needs to see the gems he's finding. What colour can we use? Got red, no, white. There you go, use a white. Just acrylic. Just a big acrylic. Any old acrylic will do. Right, just want eyes. I might just dab the end of my paintbrush on it and see if that works. There we go. That's one. That's another one. In fact, I might make that one just a little bit bigger. There you go. A couple of eyes. Yep. I might just dry brush his beak. So let me get a piece of paper. Dry brush, it means take all the paint off your paintbrush, right? Take the paint off your paintbrush. Because I don't want it white. And I don't want it solid black. Right, just want you to be able to see this beak. Right, there we go. Okay, right, then we can get on to thinking about decorating this. I've gathered a few things together that I think we can use on here. Right, so I just need to make sure there's room for the magpie and the glass ball, whatever you want to call it. Right, and make sure that right, okay. So pop those to one side for a minute. I've had this for absolutely ages. I probably bought it for a Christmas craft a long time ago. It's a little styrofoam grass covered mound. Okay, so I thought we could have that there. I'm going to both hot glue it and I'm going to E6000. So what I've started doing in my crafts is using both at the same time. We've got that for the permanent fix and that for the quick fix, so that when I'm crafting I don't have to wait absolutely ages for E6000 to dry. We can do both of them so that over time it will be permanent, but for now it's a quick fix at the same time. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the E6000 on first, and then in between, just unbung the end, and then in between I'm going to put the hot glue. Okay, so a couple of big blobs of the E6000, because when that dries, that will be a permanent fix. Okay, and then, sorry, 1 second, in between I'm going to put the hot glue, which is a fix for now. Okay, so let's pop that in. I'm going to pop it right to the end there, give it a good squash. There we go. We've got our mound. Okay, but a mound is not good enough on its own, is it? We need something to go on the mound. So let me pop that to one side. As per usual, my desk getting very cluttered very quickly. We're going to make some mushrooms. I have got some mushrooms ready made if we need to add, but we've got that little drawer knob should say, unless it's a very tiny drawer knob. We've got that little ceramic drawer knob, I think. Okay, bit of a cork so that I can extend that even further. In fact, while the hot glue gun is here, let's do that now. Okay, so we'll extend that one even further. Oops. Sorry, it's a string of glue. We've also got this little lid that I found very recently. Sorry, this little tea set lid. And a nice bendy old cork. I'm going to sit that on there. Might just make that a little bit smaller. It's only soft. Just so that I can make that so it goes inside there a bit better. So it goes like that. Right, don't know where my scissors go, honestly, I really don't. Right, okay, let's get some hot glue on that while we're here. Okay, there's that one, that one, 3 different sort of heights. Like I say, if we need any more, we can also add some of these ones. I could always make some out of bottle stoppers. We'll see. Anyway, let's see how we go with those. I'm going to paint those 3 for now. So just let me get some brown paint. I've got the red paint. I just need to get some brown paint. First, I'm just going to give them a coat in the brown. And the brown will be the stem, but I'm just going to coat it all over like an undercoat. There you go. Little first undercoat on that one. Because they're small and fiddly, I think I'm going to have very painted hands. But just let's do the first basic coat on them. Right, that's 3 painted with the first coat of this brown paint. I'm just going to wipe my hands and I'm going to use my heat gun to dry them. Then we'll come back and do the next process of these mushrooms. Okay, so I've dried them now. I'm going to, the bottom, the stems are perfectly fine the way they are. Obviously the top isn't, we need to paint it red because, you know, when I do the mushrooms, I like, they're probably not even called mushrooms, are they? I like to do the red ones. Toadstools, they're probably called, aren't they? Not mushrooms, toadstools. Okay, so just going to paint the top of these red. And this is a lovely red. It's that plaid red, which is a lovely colour, a bit shiny. Very nice, but not very bright, which is what I like. Not like a pillar box red. So I'll do that to all of them, dry them, then give them a second coat. Okay. So that's all I'm doing, really. Just painting these red on the top. I'll do a second coat. I'll dry it, do a second coat, and then we'll put some spots on it. Right, 2 coats on there. Let's now put some dots on it. I just took the lid off the paint. I'm just going to dip the end of my paintbrush in it. I'm going to do various size dots on these mushrooms. Okay. When I dry them, I'll bring them closer to the camera so you can see exactly what they look like. Okay. Get the heat gun on it. They're nice and dry now, so let me show you that one. Little mushroom. There you go. Toadstool, whatever the correct term for that is. Please excuse my paint covered hands. So that's that one. Then we've got that one. Remember, we extended it with a core at the bottom. There you go. That was the doorknob. Drawn up. And that was a little lid. But we put it on a nice wonky. Oops, sorry. Put it on a wonky little mushroom there. Okay, so we've got those. This is actually going together quite quickly, so this might only be a short video, if such things exist that I do. Right, okay, so I'll point it towards you. What we want to do is put some mushrooms on here. Like I said, we can use these ones as well if we want to. I'm just going to put them on and see what they look like. You see if we need these ones as well. Yeah, I might add these ones. I don't matter, I'll put it on anyway. Right, I was going to say, that's styrofoam, I could actually just stick it in there. Okay, that one, 3 there. Maybe 1 there. 1 there, I think. Right, let me just glue those on and see what I think. I'll glue these once I've made on first. Okay, so we've got those glued on there. Just bring it up a little bit like that. Can you see? Okay. That is very bright. I just let me see if I can just put this on it to dusk it down a little bit. It doesn't matter if it doesn't, it will still be okay, but I just want to dusk it down a little bit. Let's see if I can get the lid off. This is the mica powder. Oh. There we go. Might work, might not. Oh, I need a dry brush. Right, hold on, let me just dry it a little bit. Actually, sorry, that. a bit of a difference. I don't know if you can see unless I put that one next to it. Can you see the difference? That's very bright, but with the mica powder on, it's shiny but older looking. I like that. I like that a lot. So that makes me very happy. So I'm going to put hot glue on there. Stick it there with those. Okay, right. Let's do another one. Just brushing mica powder on it, just so it's not so bright. Hot glue. Should I? I'm gonna put it over there. Should we have another? Maybe one sort of facing that way. Okay, let's dusk it. Let's not have it shiny, super shiny bright. Oops, sorry, just taking it away because there's a lot of mica powder there. There you go, as you can see by my fingers. Right, that's fabulous. I'm just going to have that one pointing more to the side. Like that. Okay. Right, there we go. A little mound with mushrooms on. Okay, stick with me. Making it up as I go along, as you know. Right, I'm just going to get a clean wipe. 1 second. Let me shove those towards the bin. Sorry. It's a bit of a wipe of these. Right, now what I want to do is put a little phrase on there. For some reason, I've got a couple of phrases. I just want to put one on there. And the one I've chosen is this one. I got them from Temu. If you saw the live, you saw my little Temu haul. And this was a packet full of all sorts of different phrases. And I've chosen 2 phrases. And this is the first one I've chosen. Remember that every day is the best day of the year. Right, okay. So what I want to do is, I just want to darken the edge. I might darken the back as well, actually. I'll just use my little inks. I found a couple of more colours. So my little Tim Holtz ones. Okay, let me just get the mica off my brush. If I can. I'm going to just do the edges because the card's white. Just like that effect it gives it. Can you see? I'll show you the 2 edges that are done and the 2 edges that aren't done. Look. Yeah, I just prefer the ink on there slightly onto the front. To the corners a bit. There we go. Oops, sorry. Just give it a bit of age, a little bit of something to it. Okay, let's just dry that a second. Okay, just give it a quick blast with the heat gun. Okay, right. Here we go. And what I have for that is one of these. It's just a little spike with a little thing on top to put it on. I haven't used one before. I've had these for a very, very long time. And I thought one day these are going to come in handy. And now I've got my mojo back. I'm starting to use all these things. Right, how are we going to open that? Right, I need something to prise it open a little bit. Just because it's a really tight coil. And that card isn't that thick. No, I can't. Right, I'm just going to get something so that I can open that up and stick the card in. Right, all I could think of was just, sorry, can you just see that? Putting the scissors in to open it up a little bit. Let's see if that works. does. There we go. Oop, don't pull it out. That works. Okay, so I've got the scissors in there to open the gap on that one. I'm going to maybe turn that corner over a smidge, just to give it a bit of something. Sorry. Might colour that corner, seeing as we've exposed it. Yep. Oops. And maybe do one down there as well. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's go crazy. Just rolling it with my finger. That's all I'm doing. Just giving it a bit of a roll. And then because it's white card, I'm just colouring it a little bit with the ink. Okay, give it a bit of age. Sorry, let me just pop it there. Remember that every day is the best day of the year. And we're going to stick that in there. Where should we stick it? We're going to stick it. There, I think. Right, okay, we're on a roll. Right, now I suppose we should think about what to do in this little nest we've got here. Okay, well, I definitely want lights. So, oops. Oop, if I tap it, it goes off, that's great. Right, let's not tap it. So let's stick the lights in. I've got all sorts of nest-like stuff here. I've got raffia. Let me show you. Got some raffia. I've got some shredded paper. I've got any twine. Probably not got any twine. I have got twine down there somewhere, but I don't think we need it. I think that's a little bit. Here we go. Got a little bit of twine as well, so we could interweave it all. Okay, because this is the magpie's nest, so we could sort of get a bit of the twine with a bit of that, just so that it's multi-textured type thing, like I know what I'm doing. Get some of the raffia. Might cut that up a little bit. Cut it up to make it look like twiggy raffia. Okay, you don't need to loop it or anything. Right, let's stick that in. Let's just have a bit of a play with it. Okay, we'll stick that in. Right, so that it looks like a nest. Okay, I'm just going to put bits of twigs of raffia in as well. One sec. Let's pop that to one side. 1 second. Okay. Let's bring that back and bring it off there. So down here. Yeah, we want bits coming out as well. Don't just want it stuck in. See, just making a nest, but having bits sticking out as well, that's important. I don't want to just keep it confined in that ball. Right. Can you see it's got a bit of everything in there? Right, now, no magpie nest would be complete without gems in it. So let me go and find some finds that we can put in there, and then we'll start putting it together. I've just chosen a few little finds that we can put in that nest. I've chosen a nice little bottle here. There you go. Stick that in there. And then pipe bowl that this cheeky little magpie has stolen. Okay, we'll have the last alligob that I found. That little torso and legs that was found. a lovely shiny black glass button. A lovely orange button and a paint pan. I can shove any old little things in here just to keep them safe, can't I really? And a bottle stopper. Oops, sorry. There we go. And a bottle stopper. Okay. Right, that has got its gems in now. I'm quite pleased with that. I've got a bit more straw in there. Okay. So there's the bird's nest full of gems, which will sit right there. Okay. And then we'll have the bird, and we'll glue the bird on there, I think. And then there's still some other stuff to do yet, I think. But for now, we can glue the bird on, definitely. Oh, I will both a E6000 and hot glue it. Didn't matter so much about the mushrooms, but this bird is a bit heavier. So I'll have a couple of blobs of the E6000. Okay. And then some hot glue. And there. There you go. We've got the bird there, that there. Bee. Right, we've got a bee, we've got a bee, we've got a bird. What else? What else? Right, I've got another little sign here I wanted to put on. Let me just move it that way to you. This is just like a mad sort of make, isn't it? Right, okay, so I've got this one. All that glitters is not gold, which I thought was appropriate. Because magpies are supposed to get glittery things, but, you know, it's got treasures, it's got gems. So all that glitters is not gold. Right, I do have a little tiny frame. This frame here. What I'm going to do first with that frame is I'm going to colour it. What colour's that? Not that colour, that's too light. I might as well go for this dark colour. Just going to colour it with the ink. It's just an MDF frame. Just going to stain it with this. Simple as that. And then I'm going to dry it. Okay, that should do it. Let me just give my hands a little bit of a wipe. Sorry. Just testing that is dry, and it is. Okay, right. Well, hopefully that will fit in there. It does just about. Just about read it. We know what it says. Right, what I need to do. I'll glue it on and then I'll cut round it. Okay, what I'm going to do, just get the edge of that onto the edge of the ink onto the edge of there, just to blend it in. Sorry. Just gets rid of any light edges of the label of just the card I've just put underneath. Just sort of marries it in together. Okay, so that just about fit in that little tiny frame I had. Right. Okay, right, done that. Right, is that enough? Is that enough? Have I got anything else? What else have I got over here? Sorry. Right, what's that there? Right, that's glue. Right, I thought I had a couple of corners of something, sorry. Obviously I've lost them. Okay, let me check. Right, 1 second, just let me look for something that I have lost. Right, I've lost them, but it doesn't matter because I've changed my mind anyway, because I've got a great big bee. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to glue that great big bee on there. We want a double bubble of glue on that. We want the hot glue and we want the E6000. Okay, don't forget, if you do both, you've got the best of both worlds there. Let me see, right, that corner bit there can be the E6000. Okay. Okay, just stuck the bee on the corner there. Okay. All that glitters is not gold. Right, okay, we have... How am I going to attach that? Will that hook onto there? Hang on, I've got this little thing here. I wonder if that will hook through that thing at the top. It might do, it might not do. Gosh, how does it even work? Ah, there we go. Helps if you know what you're doing. Okay, so I've unhooked it. Can you see there? It's unhooked. I've no idea what this is called. It's from Tim Holt's Ideology from, gosh, 5 years ago. I don't know. He might still sell them. I have no idea. Right, that does go through there. That does go through there. Right, okay, let's attach that to hang down. Okay. Right, how would we attach that to that? You know what, I'm going to hot glue it. I wouldn't normally hot glue something like that. I would probably try and thread it through, but I think for the purposes of this, I'm going to hot glue it. One sec. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time, just because my fingers are right next to it and I don't really want to melt my fingers. Again, done it plenty of times before, let me tell you. Sorry, let me just move that there with the scissors. Sorry, I'm just gluing it on the corner there. Okay, let's just wait a second for that to cool. It's dried now, only took a minute. So I put a little bit of extra glue on the bee just to make sure that doesn't fall off. That's nicely secured. That's going to hang down there like so. In fact, I haven't glued that on yet, so I just want to pick that up carefully. I'm not going to glue that on because I want, when the batteries run out, I want to change the batteries. So just a close up there. The nest with all the goodies in, which you can add. Every time I find a little gem, I can just pop it in there. It can just be like a safe place to store them. I'm not going to finish just yet. One thing I do want to add to this is I bought a load of stickers off Temu. Some other stickers, these are potion bottle stickers. They're like £1.98 for 50. Okay, they're nothing. They're absolutely nothing. But I've just found this. I found a little bottle here that I found last week's video, and a sticker here. It's too big for that bottle, but what I do want is I want the bit in there that says "Forget your troubles." Okay. So I'm just going to cut that sticker down. So don't be afraid to cut your stickers down and just use the bits that you want. Yeah, you don't have to use the whole thing. Right. I'm going to pop that on there. There you go. Simple as that. Forget your troubles. And I'm going to glue that on there. Or should I glue it there? I'm going to glue it there, I think. By the bird. My hot glue stick has run out. One second. Let me just push out what I have got there. Just let me go and get another glue stick. Okay, filled it with another glue stick. Oh gosh, right, okay, right. There we go, we have glue. A little bit of glue on that bottle. Okay, you know what? I think that's finished, and let's move all this out of the way, and I think it has turned out a lot better than I originally thought it would do. And that was what I chose off the shelf, the glass bauble. There you go. A little magpie's nest of treasures. All that glitters is not gold on there with a lovely bee. That's a tag on there for that with the bee. With that little hook thing there. Made some mushrooms out of little drawer knobs and a little tea set lid. And on there, on the grassy knoll, we've got, remember that every day is the best day, of the year. That's every day, okay. So yeah, there we have it. And we have that half a barrel base there that I painted green. Underneath it, might not be able to see, is that stand, if you remember. And then there was a grinding disc underneath just to give it extra stability. But yeah, there you go. A little magpie's nest of treasures. Let's start with that up there. Thank you so much for joining me yet again on what has been just an amazing craft. So easy, lots of bits and pieces you could do yourself. I merely started off with this on my shelf, this ball. Just started off with this, that's it. That's what gave me the idea of a nest. And when I pulled it down, it actually had a bird in, but I did have another bird, a glass bird, lined up to do that with. So, you know, could have done it with a little glass bird, but that bird happened to be in there, which was perfect, so it was a sign to me to do it. But yeah, so thank you so much. Join me again next time. I don't know what, I haven't got any plans for the next one, so I don't know. As per usual, I'll probably ask you for a little bit of help there. Ideas down below, please. What crafts would you like me to see? Sorry. Don't forget to go and look at the short that I did that showed you my shelf. Let me just click on that. Sorry. Remember that shelf up there? Go on the short that's got that shelf on, so you've got an idea, and you come up with ideas for me to use. So pick an item, give me an idea, or just pick an item to use, and I'll come up with the idea maybe, if you just give me themes. Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to both Manchester Mudlarks and Manchester Mudlarks Gets Crafty. This video will go over to Manchester Mudlarks Gets Crafty after a week or so. Okay, so they'll all be on there for you to watch. Thank you so much for watching. One last look. Bye.